In this exercise, we'll present our content using display page templates. Our objectives for this exercise are as follows. Create display page templates for web content articles and categories, and preview the display page layouts using published content. Our steps for this exercise are: create a display page template for product highlights, add fragments to the display page template, map basic web content articles to the fragments on the display page template, make the display page template the default, create a web content article, and preview the web content article with the display page template. From there, we will create a display page template for categories, add fragments to the display page template, map category basic information to the fragments on the display page template, make the display page template the default, create a new site vocabulary with categories, and finally, preview the new category on the display page template. We also have a bonus exercise. Create another display page template. Choose any content type you want, add fragments to the page, and map content elements to the fragments. Preview the display page template using the preview feature in the top right corner. We won't cover this exercise in the video, but feel free to complete it on your own. To begin, we'll create a display page template for product highlights. Sign into your Liferay platform as an administrator if you are not already. Open the Site menu, and click the site selector, which is the compass icon. Select all sites, then click Marvin Robotics Store. Go to Page Templates under Design in the Site menu. Click the Display Page Templates tab. Click the Add button at the top right. Click Blank, then type Product Highlights as the name. Choose Web Content Article for content type, then choose Basic Web Content for subtype. Click Save. Next, we'll add some fragments to the Product Highlights display page template. Open the Fragments and Widgets menu, the plus sign in the sidebar at the right. In the Basic Components section under Fragments, drop a heading fragment onto the page. Now, under the Layout Elements section under Fragments, drop a grid fragment onto the page below the heading. Click on the grid element, and go to Number of Modules under General in the Browser section, then select 2. Open the Fragments and Widgets menu again. Now, under the Basic Components section of Fragments, drop an image fragment into the left column of the grid. Then, drop a paragraph fragment onto the right column of the grid. Now we'll map some basic web content articles to the fragments. Open the browser, which is the arrow icon. Select the title element under the heading fragment. Go to Field under the Mapping tab, then choose Title under Basic Information from the drop-down menu. Now click the image fragment. Select Image Square element in the browser. Then under the Image Source tab, choose Mapping from the drop-down menu under Source Selection. Go to Field and choose Small Image under Featured Image in the drop-down menu. Now click on the paragraph fragment. Select the Element Text element in the browser. Go to Field under the Mapping tab, and choose Content under Content parentheses Basic Web Content from the drop-down menu. Now click Publish at the top right. We'll also set Product Highlights as our default display page template. Open the Options menu, the 3 dots, beside Product Highlights. Click Mark as Default. Now we'll create a web content article to use with our newly created display page template. Open the Site menu, and go to Web Content under Content and Data. Click the Add button, and choose Basic Web Content. Type TS2-100 Robotic Machine as the title. Then, copy and paste the text from TS2-100 Product Highlights.txt into the content box. You should find the TS2-100 Product Highlights.txt file in your unzip module exercise files. Go to Featured Image in the Properties sidebar on the right, and choose From URL from the drop-down menu. Now open the Global menu, and right-click Asset Libraries under the Content section of the Applications tab, and open Link in New tab. Go to Product Assets, then Documents and Media, and then Product Images. Click on the TS2-100 robotic machine image. Click the info icon, and copy the latest version URL. Go to the New Web Content Article tab in your browser. Now paste the URL link into the box below Featured Image. Click Publish. Next, we'll preview our web content article with its associated display page template. Open the Options menu beside the TS2-100 robotic machine web content. Click on Preview. You should see that the web content article we just created now has the format we established in the template: the heading at the top, an image on the left, and the text on the right. You can also preview different types of content on your display page template while you are editing the display page template. This is done using the Preview With option at the top right and selecting the item you want to preview. Now we'll create a display page template for categories. Go to Page Templates under Design in the Site menu. Click the Display Page Templates tab, and click the Add button at the top right. Click Blank, then type Product Bundles for the name, and choose Category from the Content Type dropdown. Click Save. Next, we'll add some fragments to the Product Bundles display page template. Open the Fragments and Widgets menu, the plus sign, in the sidebar at the right. In the Fragments tab, under Basic Components, drop a heading fragment onto the page. Then drop an image fragment below the heading. Then under the Fragments tab, under Layout Elements, drop a grid fragment onto the page below the heading. Click the grid element. Go to Number of Modules under General in the browser and select 2. Drag the divider to resize the modules and make the left side smaller. Open the Fragments and Widgets menu again. Then in the Fragments tab, under Basic Components, drop a button fragment into the left column of the grid. Then drop a paragraph fragment into the right column of the grid. Next, we'll map some basic category information to the fragments. Select the title element under the heading fragment. Go to Field under the Mapping tab. Then choose Vocabulary under Basic Information in the drop-down menu. Now click on the image fragment. Select the image square element in the browser, and under the Image Source tab, choose Mapping from the drop-down menu under Source Selection. And under Field, choose Main Image in the drop-down menu. Now click on the button fragment. Click the link element. Go to Field under the Mapping tab, and choose Name from the drop-down menu. Now click the paragraph fragment. Select the element Text element in the browser, and go to Field under the Mapping tab. Then choose Description from the drop-down menu. Click Publish at the top right. We'll also go ahead and set the Product Bundles display page template as our default for categories. Open the Options menu, the 3 dots, beside Product Bundles. Click Mark as Default. Now we'll create a Product Bundles vocabulary. Open the Site menu, go to Categorization, then Categories. Click the Add button beside Vocabularies, and type Product Bundles for the name. Now click Save, and click OK on the pop-up notification. We'll also add a new category for multi-product bundles. Click the Add button at the right to create a new category. For the name, type Multi-Product Bundles. Then, copy and paste the text from the Multi-Product Bundles description.txt file into the description. You should have this file unzipped in your module exercise folder. Now click Save. Now open the Options menu, the three dots to the right of the Multi-Product Bundles category. Click Edit. Now choose the Images tab. Click the Add button in the top right. Drag and drop the Multi-Product Bundles title card.jpg from your exercise files folder. Click Publish. Finally, we'll preview our Product Bundles category display page. Click Product Bundles to view the categories. Click the Options menu beside Multi-Product Bundles and choose View Display Page. And now we see our newly created category display page.